This is my mini F1 car that I installed this 72 volt electric system from Golden Motor on. And in this video, I'm bringing you guys along my journey of building my first electric go-kart. Under this body is a super weak chassis, and it's gonna need a ton of modification to be able to handle all this power. The first step of this process is one of my favorites, something I call trimming the fat. Basically, I just need to cut off everything that we're not gonna need for all these upgrades. My goal is to install this super strong racing axle I got from another project, and to do that, I'm using these custom mounts that I made on CAD. All I have to do is weld them in. With the tabs welded on, I'm gonna need to trim this axle to fit the width of the cart. But before I can reinstall it, I'm gonna have to machine custom keyways throughout the axle to be able to fit all of these race car parts that all have specific spots. With that, we can throw it back on the cart and test it and make sure everything spins. My next step is finding a place for this giant controller. It's the brains of the operation, so it needs to be in a safe place. I'm gonna put it in this location and add a couple chassis braces to stiffen things up and give it a spot to mount. The best part about this mod is it's basically two birds, one stone. I needed this spot for the controller, but these braces are gonna make the chassis way stronger. And with those in place, I can mark the holes and get to drilling. This is Golden Motor's Hyper Torque Axial Flux Motor. Now, I don't know what any of that means, but it's rated for 11 kilowatts and up to 28 kilowatts of power. As far as I know, that's a lot. So I went to their website, used their diagram to design this 1/4 inch thick motor mount to withstand all that power. With the motor mount tacked up and test fitted, we can move on to the next step. You know, I actually think these stock Indy kart wheels are pretty cool, but this steering system needs a lot of love, and that's what we're about to give it. I'm gonna install all these upgraded race kart parts, but first, we gotta get all this old junk out of the way. My trick to this conversion is drilling out the original cart and putting in these spacers that will allow me to adjust and convert everything over to the race parts. Before we start installing, I'm going to need to cut a piece of this cart off that's going to allow my new steering components to have as much room as needed to work. Now it's time for the good stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I got super lucky with this one. The fact I just had to drill these out a bit to fit some real shifter cart components on is amazing for me, and I cannot wait to see what this thing looks like with 4 wheels on it. With the spindles installed, I can now put on the tie rods, which is going to bring the whole system together. If you thought I was going to make it through this whole build without replacing this crusty steering wheel, you're crazy. I ended up using one of these Amazon style F1 wheels and it turned out great. It was actually super simple. I just traced where the horn goes, made this plate, and I was able to weld it on for a brand new steering wheel. This mod felt like cheating. I mean, adding the steering wheel at least added 10 horsepower. Probably not, but at least it looks a lot better. At this point of the build, there's only one more thing to do before we can see it on all fours, which is put these racing wheels on. Let's do it! It would be criminal not to mock up these parts now that we have everything ready for the kart. We're still far from done, but man, does this thing look good. Even though the body looks super good, we're missing the most important piece that I kind of cut off in the beginning of the video. So I'm going to throw some material in the chop saw and take it to my tubing bender so I can make a replacement seat hoop. After a couple 90-degree bends, I'm going to take it to my notcher so I can form the piece to the original frame. I pre-marked the original frame so I can put this seat hoop exactly where the old one is. I just have to tack it and we can finalize the welds. I'm also going to add a couple more reinforcements to the hoop just to make sure everything's strong. With everything tacked in place, I can remove this axle so we can finalize all these welds. With all this new structure, I thought it was important to add at least one more piece of tubing to tie in the back of the frame with the rest of this stuff, and I think we're a lot closer to handling this power. At this point, I've put a lot of effort into making the go-kart move. Now we need to make it stop with these very important pieces. First things first, I'm going to take this tab that's already bolted to the master cylinder and tack it to the frame. After that, I can do the final welding so we can get this thing assembled. With the tab cooled down, I can bolt up this master cylinder and start adding the other parts that are going to finalize the brake system. Being that I have so little room on this cart, I have to put the pedal directly on the master cylinder, which is something I haven't done before, but I think it's gonna work. With the brake lines installed, I can route them and start the bleeding process. Now for the moment I'm sure we've all been waiting for, which is putting this Golden Motor electric system on for the last time before we install it permanently. I think this thing is coming out fantastic and I just can't wait to get it all together. Now I can move on to arguably the most important part, which is this accelerator pedal that's just going to mount directly to the original pan of the cart. Now as I begin to wire and button up this system for the last time before we take it on its first drive, I'd like to take a moment to thank our official sponsor of the Mini F1 project, Golden Motor. They sent us out their state-of-the-art 72 volt system and it was a breeze to install. But I'll be honest, when I first got all these parts, I was very intimidated by all the wires, but it's actually a lot more simple than it looks, and putting it on a project like this proves it to be pretty dang universal. If you're interested in one of these kits or just want to learn more about electric stuff, please hit the link in my bio. They have a wide range of parts that you can throw on anything, and you can use my code to save yourself 5%. Thank you, Golden Motor. Now I do have a little surprise. I decided to make a mechanical gear selector for this electric system. Normally people use motorcycle style switches, but I thought it'd be cool to have a real handle to switch from low, medium, and high. Next, I can install the two switches that are in charge of reverse and turning the whole system on and off, which I think came out pretty cool. We're getting to the end because I'm sliding this battery in, throwing the strap on, which means we only have one thing left. Putting this iconic wing on the back of this cart, making this thing ready for its first ever test drive. Well guys, here she is. The Mini F1 cart, sitting in the most prime spot. Wow. Here for the first rip ever. The first official rip. Let's waste no time. Power on. Okay, I heard the beep. It's in low mode right now. That's where we're going to start. Okay, I think we just launch it. Here we go. Oh my gosh! Okay, that is intense. Oh my god! Oh! It's so bumpy over here. Maybe not the best road, but it's beautiful, isn't it? All right, let's flip around. Oh, it's a really nice spot. Oh, okay. Oh! Okay, if that's slow mode. Okay, I gotta do a launch in medium. Let's see if the shifter goes out of gear like everyone says it's going to. Oh, it's ripping! Dude, this is insane because the gas carts I have could never, ever take off that fast. It's like having my own roller coaster. I really like this area. It's probably the only smooth spot out here, but I thought the palm trees looked nice. Okay. All right, guys, we might as well just go balls to the wall here. Here we go. First high launch in the Mini F1 go-kart. Oh, shit. Oh, it's still going. Oh, potholes. Oh my gosh.
my butt speedometer is saying 50. Again, it's a pretty big sprocket in the back. There's a lot more tuning to do, but other than that, man, this thing is incredible. Oh my God! Oh! It's ripping! Oh! Okay. That is scary fast. That is scary, scary fast. I love reverse though. I mean, come on, what a luxury it is. Yes! Yes! Bro, more than enough power. Golden motor. Here's your flowers. This is insanity. Gosh, never gets old. This thing rips. Thank you guys for watching.